gotta tie my shoe.
No dad jokes. This is serious. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I thought this film was brilliant. I loved it. This is a masterclass in building tension. And look, I think that Josh is phenomenal in this role as Cooper. I feel like there's times, I mean, to me, at the core of this movie, it's a father-daughter love story. And there were times where I felt myself cheering for Cooper.
Yeah.
Can you talk about the humanity Josh brought to such a dark character?
Yeah, it's exactly why I hired him, was his kind of, when I met him, this sense of like, he's kind of a superstar. When he walks in the room, he is a superstar. So I'm like, ooh, I can use that charm for him to get away with everything that he's gonna get away with. But he's a father of 3 girls, I'm the father of 3 girls. It's, you know, that part of it it's hard to explain what that level of love is, and, you know, and what it means for a guy to have these daughters, you know? And he was able to just, you know, convey that. You know, self-deprecating and this and that, to be with your daughter, a fish out of water at a concert. You don't know any of the things that the pop star is doing, all of that stuff. It's very sweet. As, you know, as men, we kind of disarm ourselves a little bit to be with our daughters, and we let go in a way maybe we've never done before. So he got all of that, but also he's able to hold complex things and I'd say, hey, everything that makes me a superstar, I'm willing to risk all of that.
Absolutely. Look, as a father of a 9-year-old, I completely related to the character. Absolutely, exactly what you had said. Saleka is phenomenal. She absolutely impressed me in this film. She wrote, produced, recorded her own music. She learned the choreography, was acting for the first time. And one of the coolest things that she did was when we were at the concert, the way that the tension builds, the music does too.
Yes.
Absolutely phenomenal. Can you talk to me about working with her for the character of Lady Raven and how that influenced her perspective when writing the music?
You know, when we found like a little secret, I think, which was that, you know, we're like obviously an Asian family that, you know, traditionally you just keep doing the work ethic, work incredibly hard, but it traditionally goes to medicine or, you know, whatever it is, fields like that. All my parents and uncles are all doctors, and this is like trying to aim it towards the arts is a tricky thing because you can't think your way through it.
Sure.
And so what ends up happening, one trick that has worked is you're not writing for yourself. You're this other character. So Saleka, this isn't you writing. Your Lady Raven is writing these songs. And then so us talking about who she is, I mean, you have to ask her about it. We've talked about this a lot. It freed her because you're not, that goes Asian, I have to succeed, all that stuff goes away because that's not what Lady Raven's thinking.
Right.
So she was free to write, and so a kind of mischievousness came out in the way she wrote. And once we got that, we were like, whoa, that's the tone of the movie. And that's in her thing. And then she started to, on her own, as I said, okay, song 7 is this. Right. It's when, you know, Josh's character is scamming this thing, no, like that. And then she writes a song and goes, it has a playful thing. It's almost representing his feeling.
Yes.
When things get tense, Cooper actually enjoys it. He, you know, that's what kind of, these guys, they kind of enjoy that adrenaline rush that they're almost caught.
Yeah, it's a fascinating look at these type of characters, absolutely. Now, not only were you putting on a world tour with this movie, but you were making a thriller within that movie. That had to be an incredible challenge. Can you talk about that and your different approach to pre-production and production design in this film?
Yeah, this one was a real new lesson for me because the concert, the thing that's happening in the background, was so important to me, and so I put so much love in it. We made a real concert. So
yeah.
It's a full-fledged concert, beginning and end, you know, everything. What's on the screens, choreography, costumes, everything, the sets, how they change, all that stuff. It was really important. I think the audience feels that. You've probably seen movies with pop stars that are in it, and they're playing a singer in it, and it doesn't feel real.
Right.
And you're going, how can this be? This person's actually a real singer. Because those elements were not treated with love and depth like the foreground elements were, and you feel it, and it suddenly doesn't feel real. It feels like, well, that wasn't a part of a real world. In this case, we spent so much time on that, and that changed me because I found it incredibly rewarding. That even though Josh is the main thing going on, behind him is this real thing that's happening. And so even for the extras, they're reacting, we would shoot them first to the concert that's happening, and they were having a real reaction. I wasn't telling them to hoot and holler or do this or whoa when that happened. Their eyes were like watching it like a real concert, which it was.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I love about it is like the POV. I felt like I was there following along. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for your time, Knight.
Thanks, brother.
Incredible job on this film.
Dad. Dad.
I'm sorry, Riley. What was that?